What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Red Music Sound Lab. You're back on the red seat with me, your host, Daniel Red. And I have a special one for us today. Been a long time coming, and to be quite honest, I'm gonna have a big announcement pretty soon. And before that announcement, I kind of wanted to get to this because I am in service of you. All right. I'm here to serve you. Okay. I get to learn in the process as well. Okay. But I'm here to serve you. And lately, I've been noticing that a lot of you have been watching the first impressions review of the Stam Child. So I figure before the big announcement, why don't I make a first impressions review of the Stam Audio SA-4000 Mark II bus compressor? All right. I have big plans for this thing. All right. There's another bus compressor I have in my rack that I wanted to compare it against. Obviously, there's some other competitor, uh, that tends to be warm or claim to be warm. And so I like to check that out too. All right. But today we're here for the Stam Audio SA-4000 Mark II. Now, before I started doing this YouTube thing, I had already received the package. And so that's why there's no unbox of the bus compressor, the Stam Audio bus compressor. So, we're going to have to adjust, and we're going to have to do other videos showcasing the gear guts and different stuff like that. But for today, how about jump in Studio One and test out the Stam Audio SA-4000 Mark II. So let's get into it. All right. All right, everyone. So here we are. We got our usual session here. All right. I call it the RMS Lab Pop Demo Mix. Okay. So what we're going to run through today, it's going to be the drum and bass bus, the instrument bus, the music bus. Okay. The instrument bus is just anything that's not drums. Okay. So which is going to be cool because, the instrument bus has more stereo field stuff like the two guitars, pan hard, pretty much hard left, hard right. You got the piano or keyboard doing some staccato notes, which is pretty cool. So we're going to get to experience the Stam Audio 4000 bus compressor on that. The instrument bus is now we see how the compressor can glue just the entire music, meaning the bass, the drums, and all the rest of the instruments. And then the mix bus, that's going to be the vocals included. All right. I will be recording some more vocals. I'm going to stack up a few more vocals on top of this main vocal because, after the last review with the Stam Child, I definitely see the shortcoming of just having one vocal in a mix. So, stand by for that, and I'll have it pretty soon. This is a first impressions review, so that means we're not really gonna go super in depth, and the song is not mixed anyway, so it's gonna give us a good clue of a top-down mixing type of thing, and see how the Stam Audio bus compressor does with a kind of a rough mix or a rough mix. Okay, so first of all, why don't we power it on and see what's up? Oh yeah, it's a pretty cool. The lights are pretty cool on the metering. All right, so all right. Oh, let's get the threshold out of the way. I was doing a little test session for you guys, or not for you guys, but I need to make sure stuff works. All right, so let's check out the drum bus or the drum and bass bus with the SA-4000 Mark II. I'm thinking what I want to do is probably see what ratio we like the most. All right. So basically try and compress as heavy as we can, see if, the differences in the ratios, and then move on to the right of us, right? Check out the attack, the release, so on and so forth, okay? But first off, let's see if there's any type of mojo just running the audio through the compressor, right? Without the compressor being engaged. All right. So let me disengage the fat filter C2. Let me drop this fool in here. Actually, I don't really need it. I set it up for you guys. So let me just drop the meters. Okay. All right. So this is without, and let's just listen to the drum and bass. Here we go. Okay. Let's engage the pipeline. Here we go. Disengage. Engage. So according to the meters, there is a difference. To be quite frank, I'm not really hearing it. If anything, I might hear a little tightness in the bottom end, but I'm not hearing anything that, holy crap, this, mojo right from the, I'm not hearing it. If you are hearing it, comment below and let's see what's up. Okay, so we're going to keep it attack and slow, release and auto, right? And let's go ahead and move to the 1.5 since Stam Audio added that to the Mark II. Let's try and pin it as hard as we can. From what I noticed, this thing has a very high input ceiling, right? So it's really made for good solid mixes, and maybe more for out of the box than in the box, because as you'll see, even if when we push the threshold all the way down, we're still barely compressing. So if you want to go, pin the needle the other way, you're probably gonna have to push up the input gain in your converters and stuff like that, so that you can get more compression out of the unit. All right. So let's check out the threshold first. Let's engage the compressor. I'm hearing a little more tightness now. Like the snare's coming up a little more. Okay. And as you can see, oh, here we go. So even with 4 dBs of compression, what are we hearing? The snare gets thrown back. That's pretty interesting. And the kick back, and the kick gets thrown back too. Bass still stays in the front. Let's check out the high pass filter. That's pretty cool. We got a little bit of our kick. I like that. So now, that's pretty cool. The fact that we can rebalance the mix
per se, right? Because the snare is still a little bit in the back. We got our kick forward, and the bass is still in the front. That's pretty freaking awesome, isn't it? Okay, so I feel as we go through the high pass filter detector, the bass keeps coming up more forward. All right, let's go back to 60. Little more of the body on the snare. All right. There's 100. Just because I'm getting more body on the snare, we're gonna keep at 100, right? Let's go to 2. Okay, so not too much of a difference, but if you look at the needle, it's grooving more with the groove. All right. And the snare. That's pretty cool. Let's go to 3. Let's see. Let's make up. So even though we're coming up a little short on the meters, right? It still sounds a little louder. I'm hearing that famous glue. Mind you, we're over compressing a little bit. All right. Let's check out 4. For me, not as interesting as 2 and 3. I don't know. It should be a more aggressive knee because we're doing a ratio of 4:1, but it doesn't feel like that. Let's check out 10. And this is kind of a little bit of a soft limiting right here, right? That's pretty cool. All right, so let's choose between 3 and 2. Really liking 3. It breathes more in 2. Yeah, it's pretty nicely aggressive in 3, but it breathes nice in 2. All right. So let's check out the attacks now. Really clamping down on that snare. That's pretty crazy. How it changes the depth perception, right? That snare is way in the back now. Okay. Okay. Let's check 3. Nice. That's pretty cool how a lot of stuff is coming out now, right? That's like so many engineers like that whole very slow attack. So for me, because the transients are coming out a little bit more, I'm liking the 30. The 10, it just feels like it's controls it a little too much. Yeah. There we go. All right. Let's check it out. Release. That's pretty cool. Little fatness to the drums, or at least to the snare. Oh. I like how it pumps here. Okay. And everything's coming out here. Okay. So auto, it's a real nice, it's like a real nice in between the fast and that 0.6. Even 0.6 is a little faster than auto. Boom, there it is. Like that. Skip it there. All right. So, let's ease off. Look at that. Okay, let's find a sweet spot. Here, I think the makeup was throwing us off a little bit. Nice dancing meter right there. How are we doing? Not bad. We might be a tad louder. Let's see. I think it sounds pretty fair. So, are you hearing that famous glue effect? I'm hearing it. Yeah, that is freaking cool. And only a few dBs of compression. All right. Let's hear it in the context of the mix. Here we go. actually go down a little bit. Yeah, that's fucking cool right there. Let's go to 3. Okay. All right. So this is why they say don't mix and solo. I felt like we had a real good groove. I felt like we had a real good groove when we founded just the bass and the drums. And as soon as we put it in a mix, it didn't feel as good. So it could be a few things. I'm leaning towards maybe it sounded good. It sounded great actually with on solo, but because now the rest of the mix is not going through it or it's not getting processed the way this is processing it, maybe that's why it falls apart. The other thing too is I feel like once this thing starts compressing, my kick is going away a little bit. But even when we bypass the compressor, the way this drum kit was recorded is a little weird, and so we're definitely gonna have to see what it sounds like once it actually gets mixed. But other than that, I still think it's cool. It's just dialing in within the mix, right? So I'm running a demo so you could see what it sounds like in different parts. And then once we put it together, we're going to get different results, right? So this is mixing, all right? This is, this is mixing. You find a real good sound, real good tone, real good control. And then all of a sudden, when you start putting in the rest of the mix, you start seeing the shortfalls of something else or even the shortfalls of what you just did. So let's move on to the, so I'll go ahead and turn off pipeline here. Okay, let's move on to the instrument bus. Okay. Hopefully this won't be too much. All right, we'll solo that. I know, but hey, gotta hear it. All right, here we go. So let's see first if anything through the machine. So this is no machine. Okay. I wonder if it's changing the transient. I feel like it changed the transient a little bit. All right. Let's check out the compressor. Here, let's go that. Maybe a tiny difference. All right. Okay. How about let's just keep it from here. Just do the interesting part. Okay. 3 to 1. Okay. So it's getting pretty difficult to actually hear it because we're not feeding too much into the compressor. So let's go ahead and turn the input. I'm gonna give it 5. There we go. Okay. Again. Listen when the that organ comes in. Everything's kind of in front of your face. Now it's in the back. That's pretty cool. This is what they mean by depth. All right. And it feels like with the compressor on, the guitar on your left stays in the front, the keyboard stays behind that, and then the organ stays behind the keyboard. So that's pretty cool. Okay. Okay. That sounds pretty interesting. Also listen to the stereo field. What happens, especially with that keyboard. So there are some that say that when they put their mix through the SSL bus compressor, that their stereo field narrows a little bit. And I'm hearing it. Listen to the keyboard, where when it's not compressed, like it's nice and wide, but all of a sudden, once it goes through the compression, it narrows down. But that's part of that gluing effect. Basically, that whole glue stuff, what it means is that your mono signals, right? You're gonna have a strong mono. You're gonna have a strong center, right? And part of having that strong center is that you don't have too much stuff widening out. All right. So now I hope you can hear it, that this is why some people sometimes don't like the SSL bus compressor because of that. Kudos to Stam that he actually got that, these are those little details that, that he manages to replicate, even though this is not an SSL bus compressor, but he's replicating that. And even the downfall of, for something that's not probably a a sought out feature, it's still caught there. So it's pretty cool. I like it. Okay, there's compress. See that? Yeah, the keyboard almost becomes mono. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's see the. That's pretty crazy. So where do we like it? I like 4. Okay. It's hard. It's like none of the settings sound too bad at all. All right. Let's see what we like. Boom. Okay. Let's see the timings. Okay, the keyboard is definitely in the back now. We're running transients now. Now you can hear the keyboard actually little distortion. I'm gonna bring it up so you can try to decipher that distortion. Okay. Let's hear that part. Yeah. So, obviously the faster the compressor reacts, the more it eats up that transient. And I mean, the SSL is one of those it's one of those compressors where I think for the most part it has a setting and it has a sweet spot, and that's pretty much it. I just recently heard David from Mixfest TV said, "Oh, hey, analogs. A lot of analog gear has has many sweet spots, but when it comes to like the bus compressor, when it comes to timings, the tack, it's like it's either 10 or 30, and I'm really liking 30. I like that it goes through the I like how it or what am I trying to say here? It's a fast compressor, so at 30 it still eats up a good part of that transient, but it still keeps it live. You know what I mean? All right, let's check out the release. Okay. Okay, and for release, it seems like 1, 3, and auto. It's where it's at. I mean, I did like the 0.6 in the drums, So I think the release, the release timings, feels better. The attack, 10 and 30, and you're kind of set. So that's pretty cool. You know what? No, let's finish up with this. we're gonna see what kind of like limiting power, you know, like a soft limiter, what kind of limiting power it has. All right, because anything 10 and up, a ratio to 10 and over, it's considered a limiter. So we'll check that out in a little bit. All right. I like this because it's nice and jumpy. Yeah, this has a nice groove. Here, let's check it out with the rest of the mix. Yeah.
Sunshine,
Yeah.
sunshine, oh, let it shine on me.
Let me fix the loop again. There we go. Wow.
Sunshine, sunshine,
I'll turn it down.
oh, let it shine on me. Oh, yeah, sunshine. Oh, sunshine, sunshine, oh, let it shine on me.
Nice. Okay. Let's hear that. Okay. Hear the compression on. Man, how cool was that? How cool was that? Hey, let me see the we're kind of matched. We're kind of matched, all right? But you hear how that jumps out. It adds to the groove, man. That was freaking cool. That was pretty cool. It's almost like it without the compression, it drags, you know, it's just like right? But as soon as you add this Stam Audio 4000, man. Damn.
Sunshine, sunshine.
Now let's pay attention to the guitar to see what's going on with the guitars. No compression. Compression. The guitars don't jump out as much, especially the left one. But they're not highly affected.
Sunshine, sunshine.
This is cool.
Oh, let it shine on me. Oh, yeah.
All right, very cool. Very freaking cool, man. All right, let's see the music bus. All right. So, well, with that on. Okay, reset. Yeah, looks like it. All right, let's do it again. And from here, because I know I'm pretty much taking up a lot of your time now. I think we're just gonna try and look for the best setting, you know, and take it from there. Oh, we'll check the limiting setting here. All right, because now we're gonna add the entire mix. All right, so once again, boom, we'll leave it at 2. All right, I'm not too crazy about the 1.5. I think that's more for, you know, mixes that are pretty much done. And, you know, so when I do finally finish the mix in this or complete a mix, we'll check it out then, see if it makes a difference. All right. So regular settings, put that back. All right. Boom. And let's make sure that we're aligned properly. Here we go.
Sunshine, sunshine.
Okay, so in an entire mix, there might be a difference. Okay, no. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I'm hearing a little more fatness. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Yeah, I'm hearing a little more fatness. All right, here we go. Yeah. Hit the compressor.
Sunshine, sunshine. Oh, let it shine on me.
We know we're gonna do it.
Yeah, sunshine. Oh,
Turn it up a little bit.
sunshine, sunshine. Oh, let it shine on me.
All right, let's get the needle dancing.
Sunshine, sunshine. Oh.
That's pretty cool. Actually, I forgot. We wanted to check out the limiting part of this thing. All right, let's go 10. And you know what limiting is? Fast attack, fast release. We'll leave that there. Let's see what's up. Oh!
Sunshine, sunshine. Oh, let it shine on me. Oh, yeah, sunshine. Oh, sunshine, sunshine. Oh, let it shine on me. Sunshine,
There we go.
sunshine.
Much better.
Oh, let it shine on me.
Okay, the only problem with, because it's not a limiter, but the only problem I'm hearing now, it gets too dense. Yeah, it like it feels it wants to blow up. We might be hurting, you know, it might sound, I mean, it doesn't sound over compressed, but I'm definitely hearing the pressure. I don't know if you kind of know what I mean, but it just sounds like it, you know, one wrong move and then boom, the mix is going to fall apart. So, pretty cool. But let's get back to regular bus setting. All right, here we go.
Sunshine, sunshine. Oh, let it shine on me. Oh, yeah, sunshine. Oh, sunshine, sunshine. Oh, let it shine on me.
There we go. Yeah, yeah.
Sunshine,
Look at that.
sunshine.
Fell apart.
Oh, let it shine on me.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, sunshine.
Feels more under control,
Oh,
but we're losing the excitement of the song, of the music.
sunshine. Oh, let it shine on me.
There we go. Okay, so auto or
Sunshine, sunshine.
I like 3.
Oh, let it shine on me. Oh,
All right. So that's pretty cool. Now, again, let's go back to our regular settings. Boom. That felt good. All right. Let's just keep this at there because we know, or I know I like it there. All right. So now let's see the entire mix. Including the vocals, and let's see if we get anything different. Okay, boom. All right, here we go. Let's disengage. All right, and disengage that compressor. Here we go. Actually getting a little more loudness, disengaged and engaged. Okay. Let's engage this.
Sunshine, sunshine, oh, let it shine on me. Oh, yeah, sunshine. Oh, sunshine.
Okay, we're so good.
Sunshine, oh, let it shine on me.
Let's go to 3.
Sunshine, sunshine, oh, let it shine on me. Oh, yeah, sunshine.
Doesn't really affect the vocal.
Oh, sunshine, sunshine, oh, let it shine on me.
Yeah, very cool. Let's go fast release.
Sunshine, sunshine, oh, let it shine on me. Oh, yeah, sunshine. Oh, sunshine, sunshine, oh, let it shine on me.
I think with the vocal, it wants to be more the fastest release.
Sunshine, sunshine, oh, let it shine on me. Oh, yeah, sunshine.
I like it there.
Oh, sunshine, sunshine.
All right,
Oh,
last time.
let it shine on me. Sunshine, sunshine, oh,
Very
let
cool.
it shine on me.
All right, so there you go, folks. Because this is a first impressions review, I still actually haven't connected the external sidechain into my patch base, so because it looks like I'm gonna need more patch base. And I ordered the regular SA-4000MK2. I didn't order the one with the transformer mods because I mean, I couldn't choose between Neve or API, man. So or Neve and API type of thing, So I don't know. With Mark III coming up, we'll see what the Mark III brings. All right, but so far so cool, and man, this is pretty fun, you guys. All right, bye.
What are your thoughts? All right. I hope you've enjoyed that first impressions review of the Stam Audio SA-4000 Mark II. I enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. Okay, now, I know I got this big announcement, and it should be here within about 2 weeks or so. All right. So I hope you've enjoyed that video, and plenty more to come where that came from. Okay. So stay tuned. Remember to like, subscribe, share the video, thumbs up the video, like the video, all that cool stuff. All right. And I will see you in the next videos. Bye.